Hey, Market Boy here again, out in the woods, off-grid. It's a beautiful, sunny February day, a little bit of a fog bank out in the straits there, but otherwise just beautiful and warm. Great for being out in the woods, not too much rain. And sitting on a pile of 6x6 rough timbers here that we cut, and you've seen me cutting lumber on YouTube before. You know how I do that, drop the trees, mill the lumber with a chainsaw. We're in the process of building a sleeping cabin for my wonderful neighbor just behind me here. I'll take you over there in a minute. The first job is to assemble the timber for the timber frame structure. It's not a very big structure. I'll show you a scale model in a second. But these timbers, they're wet and heavy, and they're too heavy for two people to move. You might be able to lift them, but you can't maneuver with them. And if you do, you could seriously injure yourself. So today I'm going to show you what we do with these heavy timbers. And you need to remember, there are no roads here, there are no vehicles, we're completely off-grid. There's generated power for electricity, but out in the woods that doesn't count. We're going to use the lumber arch, which was one of the first videos I ever put up on YouTube, was about using the lumber arch. It's a very simple machine, easy to build if you need one. I'm going to use the lumber arch to bring these logs down the trail, but my newest toy is the super duper Honda powered capstan winch made by some great guys out in Quebec in eastern Canada, and we're going to show you the winch in action. Winch, lumber arch, down to the pile. It has been in the planning stages for well over a year now. A year ago, November, we built a scale model so that, particularly for my neighbor's benefit, just to get a visual representation of what we were going to build. The deck, which you'll see in a minute, is already built. It's 12 feet wide by 20 feet long, and the model was constructed to show visually how everything would fit together. It's a one large bedroom, sleeping area, and a bunk room for two little kids in here. Just a very basic timber frame, mainly windows on the front and side. These areas here will be filled in with 2x4s and paneling. And similarly, for privacy, there aren't going to be any windows in the back, and the whole wall will be filled in with conventional 2x4 framing with sheathing. And the exterior, the plan at the moment is to use cedar shakes or shingles. If we can find some decent cedar on the beach, we'll use it. Otherwise, we can get a deal off a guy. Flat shed roof to, again, keep it simple. And the roof will be, the underside of the roof will be visible from inside the building, which should add some beautiful, warm wood character. 6x6 rafters, all fairly simple stuff, but heavy, heavy duty. I lost the sound on this part of the video, so this is a voiceover, and it's why my speech isn't synchronized. This is the capstan winch, my new toy, made by the portable winch guys in Quebec, and I'll post a link in the description below. Very simple to operate. First of all, secure the winch unit to a suitable tree with the heavy-duty strap. And when it's running, simply coil the rope around the capstan, up through the guide hook, and you're good to go. Here's the magic ingredient in this whole setup. Without the plastic cone, which you can pay lots of big money for, we have made ours out of an old plastic barrel. Works like a charm. Without this on the front end of whatever you're trying to pull through the woods, you're up against it, because as soon as the butt end of the log or timber hits a stump or brush or anything, it'll just stop dead and you're stuck. Then your rope is over-tensioned and creates a dangerous situation. So with the cone on the front, the logging chain hooked up, the chain exits through the front nose of the cone, the nose as it were, and we've got the rope hooked up which goes to the winch. We're ready to roll. Here we are at the winch end of the operation now. We've got the rope and the cone and the chain hooked around the beam, and planer boy here getting things ready to go. Now, many of my long-time loyal subscribers will have seen this machine in action before. This is the lumber arch that I welded together for about $100, and we just tilt it up, as you can see, wrap the chain around, a little bit of slack, and then using the rope over the handle for extra leverage, we can haul the beam off the ground, and we're ready to roll. Just unhook the cone off the front of the beam, and we're ready to go. And away she goes. A couple of stickers between the beam. And a little bit to you. Oh! Holy crap. That's about it. Good. That's enough of that for one day. This is the job site. The platform, as I mentioned previously when we were looking at the model, is 12 feet wide by 20 feet long. We used 2x6s on 12-inch centers for the decking construction. Pressure treated lumber. There's all sorts of bugs around here that'll eat any piece of wood that is even remotely close to the ground. Nice and solid. 12-inch centers on the joists, and we'll be building up from here. Beautiful view from this little sleeping cabin it will be. Currently fog bound, but nevertheless it'll be wonderful to stay here. That's just a brief introduction to how we get started on these projects. The plan is to have the place built to lock-up stage by the fall, with a roof on, hopefully windows and doors in, and then there'll be some exterior and interior finishing to do to complete next season. Once again, thank you very much for watching. Thanks especially for subscribing. Keep those questions and polite comments coming. I read them all, and I do my very best to answer as many as I can. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram between videos, @MarkerBoy. See you next time.